I mean, just look at how the light breaking through the clouds illuminates the landscape. Where we've got a lot of cloud cover, it is nice and dark. Where there's an opening, light comes down and just shines down on the ground. I think the lighting is just absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love it. How's it everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sanctum Gamer here. And in the last video, we filled out this entire island. Now, I'm not entirely done with this space just yet, as I believe that the water treatment facility is going to expand. At some point, I do want to get rid of this landfill and replace it with the the recycling plant. But right now, the recycling plant costs 160,000 upkeep compared to this one's 30,000 upkeep. So I am going to leave this there for now, and at some point we will get rid of that. What I want to do today is I want to start expanding off of this island, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to start by relaying out this road so that it gives me a bit more room to be able to build on this side of the river, whilst at the same time enabling me to be able to build on the other side. And what I want to do, and the way I want to achieve that, is this road is going to come around and I'm going to convert it into an elevated highway that will cross between these three pieces of land. It will go all the way around back here and then come back and join. And the only reason why I'm bringing it back to join is there is quite a bit of these hills on this side, and I don't want to terraform them down. I want to maintain them. They're going to serve as the natural landscape that we are going to do our best to work around. But because we've got a lot of flat lands around here, I am going to elevate the road just so that it's easier to build roads underneath, build on and off ramps at various spots to manage the traffic that is going to hopefully keep on this highway. And then we'll bring this road across, we'll bring this one across, and we'll begin development around here. To kick things off, wrong button. I keep clicking the wrong buttons. To kick things off, we are going to buy a couple of tiles. We've got a whole lot of clouds in my way, but that's fine. We've got 26 tiles that we can purchase. So I want to grab all of these that will make my building of the highway easy. So all the way up to there, that, and that. I think we should be able to come back and join it to this one going over there. Let's grab these two so that if we do need to go in that direction, we can. Let's grab that one as well. And where are we? Oh, this is cool. Maybe we can get these, that, 22, that, and that. We can get two more. I think that one will do. And then the last one will be this one, so that if we want to build the roads out, we are able to do so. I think that is good. That should give us enough room to build. And I'm hoping that by the time we near the end of this video, we would have unlocked the next one, which will give us, if I'm not mistaken, 10 more tiles that we can buy, and then that will allow us to grab the rest of these tiles. Okay, let's grab that. Boom. That gives us all the space we need. Let us start building up this highway. So I'm looking at this point now, right? And I think I would like this road to continue straight for a bit and then come across and join up to it at around this spot where it's straight. So I think I would like to bend it up this way and then bring it back to join this one. So I'm going to leave this unconnected for now until we can buy a couple of these tiles. So hopefully when we make it to the next milestone, we'll get a couple of these tiles and then we'll come back and build out this area. But I thought I'll show you what the road looks like from the ground level. I think it hugging this mountain here or this hill here is really awesome. I don't like this little bump right here. So I am going to quickly sort that out. Let's get rid of those. Bring out this tool. Let us shrink that a little bit. Mark the ground. Level it out. And then we can connect this up. And boom. And I think that looks better. And then let's just, oops, I keep clicking the wrong buttons. Let's just get rid of that. The rest of the road, I think I brought it down quite nicely. I love the way it's hugging the side of this hill. It presents me with a nice opportunity to build an interchange or an off-ramp here somewhere that takes us up onto this hill where we can build stuff that overlooks the rest of the city. I think this will be pretty beautiful. Oh, I think. We'll see. The highway continues all the way around. It's quite level, which is what I wanted. So I wanted it to be nice and level. I think I got the height perfect. And we have the opportunity to build nice off-ramps. We can get roads underneath without any issues. And over here, I think it came off this hill quite well. Can we shrink you a bit? And then can we level this place out? Okay, and I think this provides us a nice opportunity to have another road going underneath. Next bit is I want to bring this road out over to this side, and let's see how I can connect it up. Even if I don't connect it up, I think I'll begin a smaller expansion here so that we can start having more people move in and we can hopefully start making more progression towards the next milestone. All right, let's build. All right, we have something going here. Now, from the way this road layout is starting to turn out, it looks like this is going to end up being a bigger development than I didn't plan. Either way, I had no idea whether I was going to build a big city or not, but the fact that I've got an elevated highway here and we've got this sort of road network going, I suspect that I'm going to end up building a pretty big downtown in this space. But I am not complaining because the whole aim of this is to explore the game and understand all of the tools. So here we are with this road coming up here. We've got a bit of a hill here. I'm going to keep this. We're going to work with this hill. I think the angulating landscape is what provides realism to the actual builds that one does. So I'm going to keep it as much as possible. Odds are around places like this, I might just decide to level out. Oh, you see, like places like this is not cool. This is pretty wonky. So for places like this, let me just let's just smooth out places like this so that we don't have this weird sort of things. And then if we can go ahead and connect this road, I think that looks a little bit better. It's still got the angulation, but I think that looks a bit better than what it did before. All right, so we've got that going. What I want to do now is work out a connection for you. I think I want this to just be a trumpet. So this place only provides access to that area, and whatever we build here will be connected via this road, and maybe we can bring a road over this hill that will then cross as a bridge over the highway to connect up to there. I think if we can do that, that will allow us then to manage the traffic in and around this area quite nicely. Alrighty, we have an interchange. Now, I had wanted to just make it a simple trumpet, but as I started building, I decided, let's overcomplicate this a little bit. And in order to justify this complication, we will develop around here a bit heavier than I probably initially anticipated. But otherwise, I did take a little bit of time to ensure that all the ramps and everything is smoothed out nicely. I think the on and off ramps have connected up quite beautifully. I did spend a bit of time on this side to level out this road. I am thinking of doing the same thing for this one, but for now I will leave it as it is. I don't think it is the end of the world the way it is, even though this little hump here completely irritates the living daylights out of me, and the fact that it is not on the same level as this irritates the laser. Whoo, that's the level of my irritation, people. I cannot even complete a sentence. But it's fine for now. We'll leave it as it is. I think this puts us in a position where we can unpause the game. And with this connected, we should start seeing traffic coming in here. And this now gives two different ways into getting into this town. One from that side, one from that side. I would like to provide a road off of this roundabout that goes all the way down to over here, and it should be fairly parallel to the highway, like so. So then the traffic that is going to come in from this side can go or can be diverted this way, and it can continue straight on that way. Let us get rid of this. There we go. Get rid of that. Good. We are happy. And then maybe, just maybe, what if instead of joining up to here, I make it a bridge instead? Come people, let's do some real-time experimentation. Let us do some real-time experimentation. So if we, oh no, you are on the, oops, I like to use 2. I find that to be a decent. Can I bridge across? Yes, I can. Let's bump you up a little bit just so that. How does that look like? I think that doesn't look too bad. And I like the fact that it is at this point where I can probably just take it down to the ground level and all the way down, and we have that on ground level. So now this is another way into the space. I wonder why they're going onto that on the wide lane instead of this one. That's an interesting one. Why don't they just connect up to this road right here? Let's build out a few more roads here, and then probably zone out this place so that we can get some growth and make our way to the next progression. We are in summer, and look how much brighter it is. Let me start with a little bit of zoning around here, and then depending upon how the buildings shape up, I think that will inform how this area is going to get zoned out. I think my fingers are cramping. Oh, that took a while. Jeepers, placing things down one at a time. Ooh. Okay, so my so-called fake park became a bit of a real park. I think just to complete it, let's just put down... In fact, let's get into this. Let's grab a couple of these bigger trees and let's stick them down in and around here. And we'll just line the side of the road with... What is this? What tree is this? This is the poplar. Oh, great. Poplar trees, if I'm not mistaken, should grow into a nice tall thing that forms a nice small, I don't know, barrier or something that will be along the side of this road. Maybe in future, what I'll do is that I'll convert the sidewalks rather into trees instead of placing one at a time, but that's for another time. All right, so this place is shaping up nicely. I like the way it's going. We are still making progress, and what I want to do next is, as this continues to expand, hopefully give me a little bit of money, gonna put a little commercial space here, and then let's just put some low density houses along these roads. Alrighty, more low density residential is in. I am considering converting this area into a key as this goes through here, because if we're gonna have a tall downtown in this space, I think it will make sense that this island ends up being something that looks like it was, what's the word, hectically terraformed with keys all around it. So even though I've put trees around here, I may just end up terraforming all of this right up against the road so that we get that key type effect along the space. For now, the expansion is coming along quite nicely. I like the way that is shaped up. And whilst we wait for that, we will continue to zone the space. As long as demand continues to come, we will continue to expand things out around here. Right now, it says we're making a lot of money. Well, we're not making a lot of money. We're making a huge loss in terms of money, but we still got something. Let's note that down. 5.4 million is what we've got. As we keep zoning, let's see if that is going to go up or if we are really going to be losing money. Because if we're really going to be losing money, we are going to have a huge problem. The downside about booting in and out of the game is you come in thinking you're going to come into the same graphic settings or the same time of day, but it's not the case. Now it's all dark and gloomy with clouds. But anyways, we will make it work. Look, I noticed down here that the game has put a sort of traffic lights here, which doesn't make sense because it's one way out and one way in. So I want to come in here, grab those and turn off the traffic lights. Now I'm not expecting anybody to make any U-turns here, but if they do, we will come and ban that too. I was looking at this earlier. I mean, just look at that. That is just so beautiful. I think that is looking quite realistic and I'm loving it. People, if you do not incorporate hills into your maps, incorporate hills into your maps. I think they add so much to it. Anyways, we here, let us keep going. Yay, the brightness returns. It makes me happy. I must remember to record more before I decide to boot in and out of the game. Look, I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sold on this. So I want to get rid of that. And let's see if I put a 90-degree road that comes out to here. And perhaps a road that then joins up to it over here. I think that will be a better fit. And then I can extend this out wide. Let's convert that to this. Extend this straight. It can end off somewhere around here. And then as this road goes around, I think I'll just bring another road down here to connect up with it. So we can get rid of this as well. I think that looks a little bit better. Perhaps a roundabout here might work. Let's leave that like that for now. And then we'll see how the traffic flows through here. All right, so before I continue zoning this area, I want to build up demand a bit for the medium density, because I want to see how all of this is shaping out in terms of the heights of the buildings, so that I know whether to keep certain areas zoned as the big stuff, the small stuff, the short stuff. Maybe I might want one or two of these buildings in this area. So I'm going to leave this area to grow out a little bit, and then I'll come back and continue the zoning around here. In the meantime, what I want to do is I want to tackle this highway a little bit better. So it's currently set as a 2-lane all the way through. And given that we're gonna build quite high density here, I want to increase the capacity of this highway all the way. Let's go ahead, let's convert these into 3 lanes, and then we will continue the expansion of the actual road network. All right, I think that should give a decent idea of how far out we're going to extend the city. I think around here, we'll probably create another on and off ramp or something to allow the road basically to shrink back into what is a 2-lane. Now, when we come around to building the on ramps and off ramps and all the mergers of the road here, we'll work with a 4-lane on and off. I think, yeah, like this. I think this is much better. It should handle a whole lot more capacity, and it should be, I suppose, future proof. These road maintenance vehicles seem to stop at random. Or am I seeing? There we go. So it's going to stop. It will hold up traffic for a bit. Then off it goes again, and it will keep going, then it will stop. I'm guessing the stopping is implying that it's doing road maintenance, but interesting that it's actually affecting the traffic. That's a thing for you. So if you didn't know, I guess now you know. So I am looking at this area and thinking this might be a good spot for the college. And in my mind, I'm thinking I can take this road and bend it a little bit in that direction across there. We bring a road in and we stick the college down here, and hopefully that can also help drive a bit of the demand. So let's see how I lay this place out, and let's get a college maybe hugging the river on this side. We've got something. We've got an on and off ramp here that will give access to the college directly. So people that will eventually come from there will be able to get on and off here, and people coming from there will be able to get on and off here. I want to grab this road, and we're going to extend this road out in that direction, and then it's going to go that way. So I'm trying to break the grid because I try my best to not be too greedy. This is too much. Let's send it down to 1. Let it increase up to 1.25. That should be enough to clear. And then bring it back down to 0. And then it'll continue its way. All right, cool. So that's that. And then let's see if we can work in the big interchange on this side. Big town, more money. Oh, thank goodness. And we finally got our extra 10 expansion tiles. So as soon as we are done with what we're doing now, I'm gonna go and connect up the highway on that side. I just wanna check from a progression point of view. Now, public transport. I'm going to grab trains and I'm going to grab trams. Because as we lay this, I do want a railway line coming in into this space so that we can have a railway station maybe somewhere around here. We'll put the main railway station. But for us to unlock that, I need to go and put down the... what's this chap? The rail yard. And the rail yard, I want to sit way back there somewhere. So, yeah. Gonna see how I'm gonna work all of that in. Let's get this intersection in and then we'll go and figure that part out. Okay, so here we are. This is what we've put together so far. The plan is not for every lane to go in every direction at this point. So for example, this lane coming here will off-ramp here in order to access this space and that space. And if they want to go into that direction, they would simply continue straight and then off-ramp here and then go ahead in that direction. From here, we can get onto this. I've not set up a way to get onto this here, but what I want to do is I want to make that accessible via this side. And then the off-ramping off of here, it mainly goes straight, but it allows you to off-ramp here to access the college and ultimately this area. And then we'll have another off-ramp here that will connect up to this roundabout over here so that it can go in that direction. So I'm trying to manage where the on and off ramps are so that this place does not become too, I guess, clunky. For now, I'm happy with the way that looks. I'm just going to stick down a couple of trees in between, and then once these grow, I'm sure this intersection will look pretty cool. But for now, it is as bland as they come. We've got trees all around. Let these trees grow. And in time, as we build around here, I am sure that it's going to look pretty good. And we're going to connect up roads into all of these areas. Probably not here, unless, of course, at some point something gets released that I can just dump here that doesn't require road access. But otherwise, I think this is looking quite all right. What I want to do is that I want to get back into this area and do some development now that we've got demand back. And then we'll come back here at some point and complete all of this road network, of course I still need to connect it up over there. So that is still going to be done. For now, let's revisit this area and let's sort out the zoning in and around there. And that's the area. So it's mainly medium density. The idea now is that I'm going to start ramping up the density as we get to that space. So what I want to do is that around here I'll probably put more of these slightly bigger apartment blocks in and around that space, and then over here we will continue to taper it down rather into the low density houses going out into that space. So this place will very likely just be low density sprawl as we close off the town in that direction. Since this place is sitting right on top of a hill, I want to put some high density here so that it kind of looks like it's nice tall apartments that are looking down on the rest of the area. All right, let's get a couple of these in. To be honest, as I'm building this, I don't know if these chappies are going to complain about noise, but when I look at the suitability of this area, it's not red, it's not orange, it is pure green. So I assume this highway, it's not going to affect the noise levels for this area. So I hope that continues. I am going to maintain quite a bit of low density going. We'll probably have a couple of medium densities here and there. So that's the plan. Let me, you know what? I was looking at this thing and I thought I didn't give a way onto this road, and I remember that I did this unnecessary funky thing. So yeah, there we go. Let me continue zoning up the space a bit. Let's fill it up until this point, and let's see what the whole area looks like. Look, I am secretly holding out for smaller parking spaces at some point in the future that I'll be able to stick into small little spaces like this. But otherwise, the area is zoned out fairly nicely, and I've tried to keep the medium density along this main road. I think it's indicative of reality that it generally tends to increase closer to the main roads, and then you have the low densities going off of it. I did not realize that this road was not aligned. It irks me, but I am going to not be myself, and I am going to leave that alone. I've put a lot of trees here Once they grow, they should, in theory, provide a sound barrier to the homes. And yeah, I think the area is shaping up very, very nicely. Otherwise, here comes the rain. Oh, look at those beautiful clouds. Look at that. Look at that, people. That just looks so good. Looks so good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the way all of that looks. Very much so. Alright, so I think that's gonna do it for today. We've done the expansion all the way out from there to this side. We've got the density going up at this point, and we've got what is our main interchange up and running. Odds are we're going to have a couple more roads spanning off of these two that are crossing here, but that is a problem for another day. What I want to do next is I want to incorporate the rail line. Now on this map, it does you no favors because the rail line is all the way out here, which is very, very far off. That means that I am going to need to buy a couple more tiles, at least around here, to be able to connect up to it, and then we'll work out how we'll get everything through to this side. So as I was doing the outro, it started to snow, and the cinematics that followed are all winter captured. Everybody enjoy these cinematics. I really hope I do not get white out again. Big shout out to everybody for watching. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you enjoyed, what you would like to see. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please go ahead, give it a smash. I'll really appreciate it. Big thanks to all of my patrons. I really appreciate all of the support. Take it easy, everybody, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Cheers.